So this is Todd. So today I have a question from James, also known as a Gray Skull Guardian from He-Man.org, and he asks, "Do you know if the Super 7?" Oh, sorry about that. Let me start over. Hey, Hebrew fans. So today I have a question from James, also known as Gray Skull Guardsman from He-Man.org, and he asks, "Do you know if the Super 7 Vintage 5.5 Shadow Weaver clear stand works on the original Mattel Classic Shadow Weaver? And if not, does the Super 7, this one here, work with it?" So I guess we'll go ahead and find out which one works with which. So let me go ahead and let me get up my live chat in case someone asks questions. Hey, Dean, thanks for joining us. So first of all, you guys know the stand in the Super 7 5.5 figure just fits in there like that, and there's no actual ball joint. But as you guys know, she was way too tall, I thought, for the regular size 5.5-inch figures. Thanks, Dean. So I actually made a nice, smaller, thin one, so she actually can float a little bit, but not be hugely different in height. But that's not the question today. The question is, can you fit this stand? And it's cool too, is this stand looks so much like the other Super 7 stand, but this is a solid bottom and this is actually hollowed out. You can kind of see how it fits, and this one has a solid base on it. But these two are similarly interchangeable. So it is kind of cool. So you could actually use the 5.5 one for, not the other direction though, it's too tight. You'll probably end up ruining that. The hole's a little smaller on this one, but it does work the other way. What's interesting though is this one has a nice rounded top and this one's actually kind of flattened off. But the question is this one here. This one you could see is a much larger put in there because it's made to pop in place. Oh, there we go. And that stays real tight once that's on there. Hey, B10, not much is going on, just helping out James here. Let's get this one back off. Hopefully I don't break it taking it off. There we go. So, just for kicks, let's go ahead and stick on the Super 7 for the 5.5-inch figures and see how that fits. So you could put it on there, which looks like she's a Scooby-Doo villain, kind of leaning forward because it is so loose in the hole, which could be kind of a fun feature if you want to make sure she was flying, but it is extremely loose. But I imagine if you take some heat shrink tubing and put a bunch of layers on here, you could probably stack it up to fit inside that hole and have it work okay. So that is something you could do because it does actually sort of work without the heat shrink tubing. But if you were to take and put that heat shrink tubing on there, put a bunch of layers on there and shrink them on there and cut them about the same height, then it should work for her. So there's your answer. Now let's try the other one just to see how it fits on there. And that one also works about the same, but it does have a little bit smaller base size. So they will have a higher chance of falling over. It's just slightly smaller for the base size. You'll notice the original Mattel one has a huge base size. I mean, look at the difference. You can actually put it on top of the other one and completely engulf it. So this one stands a little taller though. That's so crazy. The 5.5 one actually stands taller than the 7-inch figure for the different heights. Anyway, so there you go. Yes and no. You can use it. It's going to cause, you have to do some alterations. The good news is the alterations just to the stand and not to the actual figure itself. Add some heat shrink tubing on here, a bunch of layers, probably 3 or 4 of them, maybe even 5, and then it should fit inside there and it should work. And you may even have some articulation, which you didn't have originally. So hopefully that helps, James. See, are any of those in the new Origin series? Nope. This is from Super 7, which I think is so cool. They did a great job on this. This one is also from Super 7, which I think they did a fabulous job on as well. And she even has a cool articulation right at the top of her chest, or below her chest, which is kind of a cool thing. And her waist turns too. So she has a double articulation right in that area. And they hid the articulation very well. and she has nice trim sides and has that mermaid shape to her. While the Classics one, which used to be my favorite, you can see the articulation points. You can see the line there, and of course the giant articulation point there. So I actually like the Super 7 one better than the Classics, which is rare. Usually the Classics wins hands over fist, but this time I actually like the Super 7 better. I like the Classics head better though, because the nose, but the Super 7, if you just put that head on this one, it'd be the perfect figure. Oh, why don't I brand my channel so your logo's in the bottom right corner? B10, that's a great idea. Being I'm running this on the iPhone, I can't do it on my live videos, but I might use that logo that you made for me. See, Snake Mountain says, I agree the Super 7 is better. Yep, it is. Yeah, hands down, they did a better job. I mean, I was really happy to get this figure, and yes, this one costs a small fortune to get, but because now it's so rare. But you know what? If you didn't get this figure, no harm, no foul, because this one is not bad. And actually, Big Boy Toy Store still has some of these for sale. I was tempted to pick up another one. They are kind of spendy. They're like the 50 bucks. But 50 bucks is a lot better than 300 for this one if you wanted to get it on the secondary market. All right. So I think that's all I have for you guys today. So James, let me know if that's what you're asking. And if not, just contact me on the org again. Maybe I misunderstood your question, but I think that's what you're asking was, let's see. Yep. Can this stand work with this figure? And the answer is yes, but you got to add a bunch of heat shrink tubing to it. And there you go. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you have any questions yourself, reach out to me either on Facebook. You can find me on Facebook by going to he-bro.com. And or you could also go to he-man.org and find me on there. Let's see, B10 asks, when is the new stop motion video coming? I don't know. The last one just did not do as well as I was hoping. It's just so disheartening when you spend all this time making a really cool stop motion video. I think stop motion is just not appreciated in the world today. It's almost like the mime. And I got a video I made on that about how stop motion to the industry for media is like miming is for the entertainment industry. Anyway, and hey, if you guys haven't checked out my cool new dropper yet, check that video out too. The glue's finally dried on this. It's a fun little thing for trap jaw. So check that out. And if you haven't checked out my video yet on my Shapeways stuff, I got my Shapeways stuff in the mail, and I have a video showing how it fits into the actual dungeon gate, with of course the new keys, which are so cool too. You can see the skeleton head on those keys. It's kind of a fun thing, and of course they fit into the new castle door piece for the new dungeon door. All right, I digress. Sorry to keep pushing my stuff. Oh, thanks, B10. That's so cool to know you watch every video. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, if you guys know other people that are interested in this stuff, feel free to share it. I was hoping the stop motion thing would go way far because, you know, obviously it's He-Man, it's the cartoons, it's not just the figures. And I thought that people would just eat it up, but I don't know. It's just not taking off. So if you guys know other people, share the video around. And hopefully, if it does take off, I will make some more. So we'll see how that goes. All right, you guys. And again, I will also still have my class coming up, probably in a little while here, maybe spring, about how to make your own stop motion. All right, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Like, subscribe, tell your friends.